Today, I would like to share with you the background of the company of 7-Eleven Malaysia Holdings. 7-Eleven Malaysia Holdings was founded by J.C. Thompson in 1927 as the Saltland Ice Company in Dallas, Texas. The company's first convenience outlet was known as .M store, but in 1999, the company corporate name was changed from the Saltland Corporation to 7-Eleven, reflect to their working hours at that time, which is 7 a.m. until 11 p.m. 7 days a week. 7-Eleven Malaysia Holding Berhad is an investment holding company that has been listed on Bursa Malaysia Security Berhad since 2014. Incorporated on 4 June 1984, 7-Eleven Malaysia had made its mark in the retailing scene and remained a prominent icon for over 38 years and become a pioneer company and the largest 24 hours convenience store operated in Malaysia. Upon achieving its 1,000 mark in store network, 7-Eleven Malaysia opened its door to local entrepreneurs through its unique franchising program in 2009. Being the primary neighborhood convenience store, community building is in the heart of 7-Eleven corporate social responsibility framework. 7-Eleven Community Care is a non-profit entity set up to implement 7-Eleven Malaysia corporate social responsibility and philanthropic initiative. We believe in giving back to the society with a commitment to support the underprivileged group and to sustain environmental conservation efforts at the local community level of all regions. 7-Eleven Malaysia also is the single largest convenience store chain with more than 2,400 stores nationwide, serving over 900,000 customers daily. The vision of 7-Eleven Malaysia is to be the best retailer of convenience, and the mission is to constantly serve the changing needs of customers for their convenience. Let's move on the management approach. There are three factors to consider having segment reporting. The first one is the nature of business activity. 7-Eleven Malaysia provides products and services to their customers, such as the convenience store, pharmaceutical segment, and other services. Let me elaborate more about convenience store first. 7-Eleven achieved an overall higher productivity in terms of customer count, basket size, and average per store deal sales. The main purpose is to deliver a personalized shopping experience to customers. There are 6 business strategies that 7-Eleven practiced over years, which is by improve assortment, improve efficiency supply chain, drive operational excellence for customers, grow and improve store base, involving in digitally or to seize opportunity to cater customer demand and expectation, and lastly by engaging and developing good relationship between colleagues. As for pharmaceutical segment, KHAIRUN is a well-known brand in community pharmacy, committed to promoting ethical and professional pharmacy practice throughout Malaysia. The main objective of KHAIRUN is to enhance the customer shopping experience and increase our proximity to them by having a transition to a new point of sales system. As for pharmaceutical segment, KHAIRUN is a well-known brand in community pharmacy, committed to promoting ethical and professional pharmacy practice throughout Malaysia. The main objective of KHAIRUN is to enhance the customer shopping experience and increase our proximity to them by having a transition to a new point of sales system. 7-Eleven also provide a variety of services including bill payment service, sale of mobile phone reload cards, touch and go, automated teller machine ATM, and bulletin board for community notice. 7-Eleven used demographic segmentation strategy with age as the parameter. The main target customer of 7-Eleven are adult and youth. 7-Eleven also target mainly to the working people or a family who have no time to go to supermarket to buy groceries. The youth are preferring convenience store to get their prepaid reloads or withdraw money, while for the business kind of people, choose 7-Eleven because it is convenient to get anything and it is easy to find. 7-Eleven continuing to pull out all its mobile bells with the multi-channel campaign that is aimed at driving in-store traffic for 7-Eleven each day. They keep promoting by using a combination of SMS, mobile web, social media, and mobile advertising to get the word out the campaign. Video is also playing a big role for 7-Eleven. The next factor is the presence of manager responsibility, where each segment is controlled by segment manager just to ensure the company performance and make a direct contact with chief of decision making. So, who is the chief of decision making of 7-Eleven? I will explain about it after this. Moving on to the information available for the board of the director, the chief of decision makers will make a reference to the report assessed by the board of director for the reliable information and overall performance of company. Next, I will present on the type of segment. There are two types of segment that we choose, which is the first one is business segment. 7-Eleven apparently provide on product and services, including our proprietary brands such as Slurpee frozen beverage. While in 2021, 7-Eleven launched its new 7 Cafe store format, a refreshed concept with much improved refreshed food, product offering, service, and in-store customer experience. 7-Eleven also provide pharmacy service, including high-quality health and beauty products. The second one is geographical segment. 7-Eleven store can be found across bustling commercial district to serene suburban residential compounds throughout Malaysia, from petrol stations and LRT stations to shopping mall and medical institutions. The Chief Operating Decision Maker have been identified as the Executive Director, Co-Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Tan Uming and Mr. Wong Wai Kiong, who are responsible for making major corporate decisions, managing overall operations, and setting the company's strategic direction. They are also responsible for maintaining accountability with the board and monitoring the company performance. This is the new segmental report for 7-Eleven Holding Merhad. The difference between the new segmentary report and the original one is that we create a new amount of profit and revenue of convenience store and pharmaceutical, while other information remain the same.
Now I will discuss about the strength and the opportunity that has been revealed by 7-Eleven Malaysia Holding Berhad for the convenience store segment. 7-Eleven takes pride in being the largest convenience store operator in Malaysia as their strength, since 7-Eleven has opened 80 new stores in various high potential regions and refurbished 60 existing classic stores into 7 cafe format, bringing us a total 88 7 cafe store in final year and 2022. The second strength is 7-Eleven has consistently growing popularity and engagement with customers, where 7-Eleven have reached a significant milestone of achieving 200,000 followers on TikTok account. For the opportunities, 7-Eleven has made a significant strides in expanding private label products, simultaneously delivering a variety of value-added options to the customers. 7-Eleven is actively introducing new and exclusive products, including premium imported goods and limited editions merchandise through collaboration with other brand partnership. 7-Eleven also seized the opportunity to expand with delivery partnership with Shopee Food, particularly for the fresh food offered through selected 7 cafe stores.
Without further ado, I will continue the presentation by presenting the strengths and opportunities for pharmaceutical segment. There are two strengths. The first one is the company committed in promoting ethical professional pharmacy practice in Malaysia. Second is good networking, which always do events like Take Control Forum in collaboration with the National Population and Family Development Board and Eurodrug Laboratories to advocate women's empowerment. On birth control and sexual reproductive health to always have connection with the customer. For the opportunities, the first one is acquire the pill house and Wellings. Establish a joint venture with PT Era Caring Indonesia and acquisition of Jom Pharmacy, a chain of pharmacy store based in Sarawak. Let's continue to the next part, which is interim reporting MFRS 134. So, what is the basis of preparing this interim report that 7-Eleven used? The company adopts a discrete method. The reports are prepared on periodic basis separately, which is quarterly. For instance, first quarter is from January to March. As stated in annual report of 7-Eleven, the financial statement of the group and of the company have been prepared in accordance with all the requirements of Malaysian Financial Reporting Standard MFRS 134, interim financial reporting issued by the Malaysian Accounting Standard Board MASB, and the Companies Act 2016 in Malaysia, and also prepared in accordance with the all requirements on paragraph 9.22 and Appendix 9B of the listing requirements of Bursa Malaysia Securities Berhad. Furthermore, it should be read in conjunction with the group's annual audited financial statement for the year ended 31st December 2021. For the financial statements of the group and the company are presented in Ringgit Malaysia RM, and all values are rounded to the nearest thousand, except the otherwise indicated. Next, there are two accounting policies that I will explain which the company used in preparing the interim report. The first one is MFRS 116, Property, Plant and Equipment. Property, plant and equipment are measured by cost model. All items of PPE are stated at cost less accumulated depreciation, except for land and properties and any accumulated impairment loss. While for land and building are measured at fair value less accumulated depreciation and accumulated impairment losses recognized at the date of revaluation. Valuations are performed with sufficient frequency to ensure that the carrying amount of a revalued asset does not differ materially from its fair value. As you can see in the table, this is the estimated useful life of PPE of the company, which every PPE have different useful life. 7-Eleven calculate the depreciation by using straight line basis over the estimated useful life of the asset. The next accounting policies used in preparing interim report is investment property MFRS 140. Investment property is land or building held by the group or held under a finance lease to earn rental income or for capital appreciation or both. Investment property is measured initially at cost including transaction costs. Subsequent to initial recognition, investment property is stated at fair value to reflect market conditions at the reporting date. Gain or loss arising from the change in the fair value of investment property is included in profit or loss in the period in which they arise, including the corresponding tax effect. Fair value is determined based on annual evaluation performed by the uncredited external independent valuer.
Now I will explain on the type of interim report. 7-Eleven prepared its interim report quarterly. In interim financial report, a company should include at a minimum a component of condensed sets of financial statements, which include condensed statements of financial position, condensed statements of profit or loss and other comprehensive income, condensed statements of changes in equity, condensed statements of cash flow, selected explanatory notes, and 7-Eleven fulfilled all of the minimum components. In interim report, other content and form that should be included are headings and subtotals that was included in most recent annual report, selected explanatory notes or as required by the standards, lastly basic and diluted earnings per share. Now I will go further about the period of interim report for the current and comparative in second quarter. 7-Eleven accounting period will end at 31st December each year. The interim financial report of 7-Eleven has been prepared in accordance with MFRS 134. For statements of financial position, the current interim reporting period is 3 months starting from 1st April 2022 until 30th June 2022. The comparative of statements of financial position at the end of the immediate preceding financial year is 12 months starting from 1st January 2021 until 30th December 2021. For statements of profit or loss and other comprehensive income, the current interim reporting period is 3 months starting from 1st April 2022 until 30th June 2022. For the cumulative year-end to date, the reporting period is 6 months starting from 1st January 2022 until 30th June 2022. The comparative statements of profit or loss and other comprehensive income after immediately preceding financial year for current interim is 3 months starting from 1st April 2021 until 30th June 2021. Last but not least, the comparative statements of profit or loss and other comprehensive income of immediately preceding financial year for the year to date is 6 months starting from 1st January 2021 until 30th June 2021. For statements of changes in equity, SOCI, the cumulative SOCI for the current financial year to date is 6 months starting from 1st January 2022 until 30th June 2022. The comparative SOCI for immediately preceding financial year to date is also 6 months starting from 1st January 2021 until 30th June 2021. Lastly, the statements of cash flow. The cumulative statements of cash flow for current financial year to date is 6 months starting from 1st January 2022 until 30th June 2022. The comparative statements of cash flow immediately preceding financial year to date is also 6 months starting from 1st January 2021 until 30th June 2021.
So, let's move on to the next segment of this presentation, which is proposed adjustment. For the first adjustment, we will adjust the acquisition and the depreciation of motor vehicles. In the financial statement of 7-Eleven Holding Berhad before the adjustment, the current interim period, which is as at 30th June 2023, stated that the motor vehicles at cost is valued at 1,310,000 ringgit. Meanwhile, the accumulated depreciation is amounted to a negative 454,000 ringgit. And as at 30th June 2023, the carrying amount of the motor vehicles are amounted to 1,764,000 ringgit. For the comparative interim period, which is as at 31st December 2022, the motor vehicles is valued at cost of 544,000 ringgit. Meanwhile, the accumulated depreciation is negative 97,000 ringgit, and the total carrying amount of the motor vehicles as at 31st December 2022 is 641,000 ringgit. On 30th April 2023, the company acquired a motor vehicles amounting to 320,000 ringgit. So, what is the solution for this adjustment? So, first and foremost, the company must add the new motor vehicles to the financial statement. The total cost of the motor vehicle will be 1,630,000 ringgit. Number 2 is calculate the depreciation of the new motor vehicles. Since the company uses straight line method and the useful life of motor vehicles is 5 years, so you must calculate the new motor vehicles according to that policy. So the total cost of 1,630,000 ringgit will be divided by 5 years and will be times with 2 months, which is May and June. So the total accumulated depreciation will be negative 399,667 ringgit. So the total carrying amount as at 30th June 2023 will be 2,029,667 ringgit for the motor vehicle. So let's proceed with the second adjustment, which is we will adjust the account receivables of 7-Eleven Holding Berhad. So as at 31st December 2022, the amount of account receivables is amounted to 220,356,000 ringgit. The company also decided to provide 1,250,000 ringgit as provision for the year 2023. So the solution for this adjustment is we will take the gross amount of account receivables and deduct with provision for doubtful debt. So in this case, we will take 220,356,000 ringgit and deduct with 1,250,000 ringgit. So the net amount to be reported in the financial statement is 290,106,000 ringgit. So this is the extract statement of financial position of 7-Eleven Holding Berhad. So let's take a look on the changes due to the adjustments made on the non-current assets and current assets of 7-Eleven Holding Berhad. So first, motor vehicles. Motor vehicles is under non-current assets. Before adjustment, the amount of motor vehicles is 1,764,000 ringgit. Meanwhile, after the adjustment, the amount of motor vehicles increased to 2,059,667 ringgit. For current assets, which is trade receivables, the amount before adjustment is 220,356,000 ringgit. Meanwhile, after the adjustment, the amount of account receivables decreased to 219,106,000 ringgit.